Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ahlan ya Jamil wa Jamila, Habibi wa Habibti. Sabahul khair, sabahul nur, sabahul ful, sabahul wad. Kaif halk? Alhamdulillah khair. Ya salam munawarin, Allahu khalik. Habibi wa Habibti. Hana waktu tadris geografi with me Mu'alimah Siti Hajar. Please prepare your book and also prepare yourself. Habibi wa Habibti, before we start our lesson today, let us say basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yalla bina nabda'un nasyad.
Ayya yawmil an, what day is today? Al-an yawmul isnin. Today is Monday. Ayyul tarikhul an, what date is today? الآن 18 يناير 2021. Today is January 18, 2021.
Habibi wa Habibti as-safu thamin. Our title for today is Forms of Conflict. Forms of conflict. Please, Habibi wa Habibti, open your kitab, Social Science, page 63 until 66. The page is Salasa wa Sittun lil Sita wa Sittun. Our indicator learning for today is students are able to understand and explain about forms of conflict. Before we start, our scientific word for today is conflict. 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 Kaman maroh, Habibi wa Habibti as-safu thamin. Conflict. The meaning is pertentangan. From a social psychology standpoint, Ursula Lehr, conflict is divided into wahid, conflict with own parents, occurs as a result of a situation living together with parents, the expectations of the parents and the obligations of a child to both parents are incompatible. Isnin, conflict with own children, occurs after parents finds out the child's behavior is not in accordance with his expectation. According to several studies, this kind of conflict also results in other social relationships. Salasa, conflict with relatives. In childhood and adolescence, conflicts may arise, especially with grandparents, uncles, or aunts who are involved in the child's education. Arba, conflict with others. Arise in social relationships with neighbors, workmates, and other people in the environment because there are differences of opinion among community members on a matter. Summa khamsah, conflict with husband or wife. Difficulties in marriage, minor disagreements regarding daily life problems, or deep disputes over life issues or life goals can trigger conflicts between husband and wife. Sittah, conflict at school. Various kinds of conflicts at school, such as not being able to attend a lesson, failing to pass exams, problems between teacher-student relationships, or problems of positions among peers in class. Sab'ah, conflict at work, arise from confusion in determining work after completing the education period, boredom at work, accumulated workload, and disagreements with superiors and colleagues. Samania, religious conflict, relating to questions about the nature and purpose of life, rules that are contrary to religion, changing from one religion to another, or marrying someone of a different religion. The last, these are personal conflict, arise because of opposing interests, lack of diligence, or lack of ability to develop themselves and expand life relationships. بعد ذلك, for make you understand, هذا the forms of conflict classified by some sociologists. 1. According Lewis Coulter, A. Realistic conflict. A conflict that occurs as a form of struggle to achieve certain goals. When the goal has been achieved, the basis of conflict disappears and ends. B. Non-realistic conflict. Conflict in the form of expression of hostility is the goal of conflict. In the process, conflict is not clear and open, but only surprises each other's prolonged emotions between conflicting parties. 2. According Wirawan, A. Constructive conflict. This conflict arises because of differences of opinion from the group in dealing with a problem. This conflict results in consensus of differences of opinion towards an improvement. B. Destructive conflict. Conflicts that arise because of feelings of hatred and resentment from a person or group of people. 3. Nafri Susan. A. Vertical conflict. This conflict is a conflict based on the level of the structure of the community order. For example, between the government and the community, and is related to issues of government policy, or conflicts between employers and workers. B. Horizontal conflict occurs between groups of people who have the same level or position. For example, conflicts between religions and conflicts between tribes. The last is according Simon Fisher. A. No conflict doesn't mean there is no conflict at all, because the existing conflicts can still be controlled. To reach this stage, it requires of social structure that prevents conflict as well as a culture nature that keeps people away from conflict and acts of violence. B. Latent conflict. Conflicts that are hidden in nature and still need to be revealed so that they can be handled. This conflict is the stage before an open conflict occurs. C. Open conflict. Social conflicts that have surfaced and have a series of deep root cause and the problems have become clear, accompanied by conflicting actions. And D. Surface conflict. This conflict is limited to a misunderstanding of certain matters which can be resolved through dialogue. Khalas, kifayah for today. I hope you understand about our material today. See you in the next video. I hope you take care and always do social distancing. See you habibi wa habibti ila liqa. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.